And who are you? The proud lord said that I must bow so low. Only a cat of a different coat, that's all the truth I know. Oh, hi. I didn't hear you guys come in. Welcome. My name's NG Paradox, just looking at the lovely red skull of Maribold Rowan. It felt so good. But his son is still alive, and we will get him. We will get him one day. Adam Rowan, we will take land from you hopefully one day. But first, we must wait for the disease to recede for now. But it looks like they're left a little bit. Hopefully that means it's going to completely disappear. I would like to try and, force train my son. That's looking good. That's looking nice. I'd like to force train my son, obviously, but I have to obviously not be secluded in my court. Roderick was hanged, drawn, and quartered by the Starks. Coldmoat, though, has still got some disease. Hopefully, they can also get a claim on Golden Grove. Two things I want. Disease the go, and there we go, and a claim on Golden Grove. So there goes the disease. Now, let's have a quick look. Open the gates, of course. Open the gates, I say. And we can hold a tourney. We can do all the normal, lovely things. I can take him on as my squire. Might as well do this. We gain some prestige and stuff. Forced to train. 48%. That's not much, really. But I think it's worth it. You know what? I think it's worth it. 48%. I did do it to my other son. You know, I did kind of force him. That's the type of man Tristram is. He's going to do it. Do it. By forcing my son, I made him a better man. Thank you. So he's now a trained fighter, 8 years old. I think that's not too bad. A lot of people have also said, why don't I change Duncan from trained children to trained troops? The reason I'm keeping on trained children for now is because it's still at 13%. Now, obviously that's not much, but it's a lot more than it normally would be. You don't normally get a character that give you 13% chance of improving your kid. So I'd rather keep him on there just in case, because that would be perfect for my son. Also need to marry off my daughter. I'll have to look for someone for her. Actually, I should have a quick look here. A Stark. We could marry her to the Lord Paramount of the North. I like that, but it's not really useful. We got these guys, caves, bucklers. Durwell. So the Lord Durwell, Rickard, Lord of Dosk, he's my vassal. We could marry her to him, and that would be able to keep them, connected to our family, because we did obviously take over. They've kind of been put under us now, even though obviously before they were underneath the Rowans. I don't know if before that they were actually underneath us, because we did control that land in the past. But were the Durwells in control of that land in the past? I'm not sure. I guess I could check. We could just go for the family, yeah. That's a good point. But now that thing just disappeared. It looks as though they probably have held that land for a long time. Yeah. It looks like they might have held that land for a long time, so I'm going to say maybe they were, so maybe it's not too bad. But, just in case, maybe it might be good to marry her to him to secure the line. Plus, he's thick, and she's slow. Imagine this. We could breed our own dogs. And when I say dog, I don't mean dog. I mean think of, the Cleganes, A lot of people see them as, the attack dogs of the Lannisters, Tywin tells, the Hound or the Mountain what to do, and they just do it. We could breed our own, strong and stupid family of Durwells. Because they have a bull on their sigil. If they get strong, that'd be kind of cool. I actually kind of like that idea. Let me just check if there's any other Reachmen. Stackhouse, not really a big family. No one. Oh, Tyrell. Not too bad. But having an alliance with a Tyrell is not really great. It's not what I want. I would love if we could just marry my friend. If we could marry a Redwine. But he's already betrothed. And his son is 6 years old. They're too young. Too young, really, to get married. The brothers, most of his brothers are dead. So, yeah. I think, actually, the Durwell, I actually kind of like that. I know people won't like it, but I think it's good to kind of allow us to mix in with the Durwells and show them that why they should be with us. Yeah, I like that. It's not perfect, but I think it's good enough for now. Gunther has declared Reachmore for Leonet's claim on Silver Hill. So this looks like this is revenge for Red Lake. But does he have the men? 35,000 men. 41,000. This is going to be quite close. That seems like quite a big risk there by Gunther. But as we know from Gunther so far, he is not a guy to just sit there. He likes to do stuff. Even if it's ridiculous. He is doing stuff all the time. Actually, he's been one of the most proactive Lord Paramount I think I've ever seen. Only 42 years old. I guess maybe that's why he's peculiar. Now, we know why he's peculiar, yeah. Excommunicated, he's seen as a homosexual. People always talk about that. Lady Alice, the Shadows usurped the title High Lord with the West March. The Tarleys have taken back the West March. Congratulations, and you're matrilineal. So the daughter of Israel, and she also is married matrilineal. That is really good. But the son is weak. 1 year old, though. He accepted the marriage. There we go. Well, betrothal, I guess. So we've got to wait for these two, see if they can get married to the ones we've chosen. Got to wait a bit, and that just disappeared. My son, we're going to force train you again. One day, 51. What month was it? September. Okay, September, that's fine. Now, in this war, I'm going to be leading men. Let's have a quick look. 15,000 men right here. Should probably lower the speed. So we can see what's going on. So 25,000 men right here. Another 12,000 coming in. 13,000. I don't think he's got enough right now. The Lannisters, I think, have got a lot more here right now. He's no longer priest. And what is this claim? We could attack the Tarleys. 1,000 men. Oh, just hit the table. Delina Middlebury. That's not going to help us. She has no kids. Unless I married her to someone, but he's 35. She could have kids. She probably would, but just in case, I don't know. And we should probably get our people back to doing stuff, because we're no longer secluded. Make sure no one's trying to kill me. Treasurer, collect taxes in Smallwood. And my son. How about you pacify the province, I think? Yeah, pacify Coldmoat for now. And I think that's it. So fabricating claims. My brother's 22 diplomacy, 19% chance. He has to get something. A favour from the peaks. You're the master of the horse and Lord Treasurer. Do we want a marriage with you? No, we looked at them before and I don't think there was anything I really wanted. I'm going to decline. I don't think we need something from the peaks. The armies are kind of... Okay, they're splitting up. The Tyrell's men have gone north. Which part am I in? Golden Grove. So I'm in this army right now. It's actually my army. I'm leading it. So I'm the man in charge of this army. Let's go. Destroy them. We're heading to Reading. Oh no, we're going back to Withers. We're going to join up north as well. The Lannisters are trying to take Old Oak. They've taken Reading, which is my lands. Or at least it's the Weber lands. But it's my lands as well. It's the Weber lands under my lands, if you get what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean. Decide to release them. We're fighting the moment. It's not looking good because they're stuck up. Yeah, it's just kind of... they might win before they get there. Yep, they're going to win before they get there. These guys are going to finish off them as well. It could be a double win. Okay, they've got low morale, but are they going to come to help? They are looking like they're going to come to help. That's me at the moment, so I'm leading these men. I just defeated them here. And we're going down to fight. Not sure if they're going to get them in time, but those men are doing a really good job. After consultation with my council, I decided to enact a law changing the rules of succession in the Iron Throne. We turn by agnatic, cognatic inheritance, with male as being preferred. That is a big change. That is a big change you've done there. It's, normally it's towards the boy. Obviously the Targaryen history about inheritance is a bit confusing. Because of the Grand Council and stuff, and deciding on what was to be done, when there was a bit of a kerfuffle about who was going to be the next king, they decided to go with, I think, the son, the sort of son instead of the girl, if I remember correctly. So it kind of went in the agnatic line, or was it cognatic? Which one of you said? The one towards more the boy, and so I think that's why in the game they have the Iron Throne is towards the agnatic, I think, agnatic primogeniture at the beginning. But it looks like he's changed it back. Which is interesting because he has no, he only has a son who's a genius. He hasn't got any daughters. I'm assuming it's because of the rest of the family. Maybe it's just to make sure, yeah, a lot of them have died. Maybe there's a lot of girls and stuff in the family still. I think there are. Well, interesting decision. That's gonna affect the history of Westeros maybe for a long time, unless someone just changes it back. But yeah, Lord Paramount Aaron, the Lazy Falcon, and he did have a little girl, Lady Lyanne. The Aarons, he saved the Aarons. Ofer has he's maybe known as the Lazy Falcon, but he saved them. He got them back in power. He's got the line secure. It's very good. And actually looks like we're winning these battles, which is nice. 11%. Huh. You know what, Gunther? Maybe I doubted you a bit too much. 29,000. It's even though I'm men though right now, so it still could go either way. Still could go either way. Is there any faction I'd like to join? So a lot of factions of people maybe. Yeah, depose the Lord. I don't think there's anything particular we'd want to go for. How about my son? How are you doing? Still a trained fighter. Is it? You're still on force trained, 9th September. So about 1 more month, I might just leave the army. Because I am selfish. I guess he would do that. He's not on. Yeah, he's a selfish man. Yeah, he'll leave the army to go and try and push his son a bit further, I think. I'm fine with that. Would like you to back up a plot to kill Rhonda Chester. No, I don't care about this Rhonda Chester. Yeah, the numbers aren't looking great. But 27% towards Gunther. Such a proactive Lord Paramount. Looks as though they caught the smaller army, though, with their tails between their legs. And the other army, I don't think we'll get them in time, no. It's happened again. The Lannisters, he's keeping his men too far apart. He's keeping his legs too far apart and he's getting fucked. That's what's happening basically right now. It's declared Sunrise Keep will for Erston's claim on the Vale. Erston's claim. Let's have a quick look who Erston is. He an Aaron or is he someone else? Whoops. Erston. A few Belmores have claims now, of course. Erston. Oh, Erston. Okay, Erston Aaron. Look at this man. Brawny, skilled fighter, just, honourable, diligent, trusting. He seems like a good man. Sir Erston of Gullhorn. Gull Hall. So he has Gull Hall right now. He's underneath Grafton's. Okay. That's an interesting choice. I'm not sure he's got how many people he's got to support him. We can't actually see. Which is a shame. Would have been nice to be able to see the kind of differences there. Looks like everyone else has gone back to normal. Oh! Barrion the River Knight is declared Riverman claim on the north. This is a big event. Barrion the River Knight. We knew he was going to do great things. His father obviously trained him well, or educated him well. He was a formidable fighter. He's the River Knight, 34 years old. His good brother wife, many children. And they're not bastards. Okay, one of them's bastards. But that's it. Only one son, though. But his son was fruitful. So many more sons, probably, or daughters to come. But yeah, this is going to be great. Oh, wow. That's come from his mother, of course, yeah. Alessandra Black Wolf. If he could, 27,000. If the North is going to be weak, it's just a young boy in charge. The Regent is a Mullen. They have about 12,000 men. He could take the North. This could be a great power move by the Tullys. Who would have thought it? This is basically like the opposite of what you'd expect. We've gained a better understanding of military matters. Okay, so that's good. Finally, we're winning the battle as usual. God, another battle won. We're just great. Yeah, I need to leave the army. I'm going to have to resign as a commander. I'm sorry, sir. I have to resign as a commander. I have to get back to my son. We're very close to the home. I'm just going to pop in, force train him. There we go. 51%. That's actually better than last time. Okay. He's going to do it. He's going to take the risk. He's going to force his son, push him to be a great man. Oh, no. My son has not improved his swordsmanship. He's become slothful. Oh, no. I think that means I can't force train him from now on. Yep. Oh, no. This is bad. Okay, so we can't force train him anymore. He might just end up being a trained fighter. Ah, that is a shame. He might not end up being as good as his brother. Such potential. Maybe wasted. I forced him. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, we'll come back being a commander. I better leave this place before I do more damage in cold mode. Can't believe it. So close yet so far. I'll keep on me, though. To my liege, the great Lord Tristram, it has not escaped me that several of your commanders lack formal training in military tactics. I would like to offer my services by training Holger. I mean, I wish you could train my son. But yeah, a most generous offer. I will owe him. So I'll owe him a favor. He was just trying to gain leverage on me. I think with my cynicalness and deceitfulness, I might not trust him. But we like to get things done. And it would be useful. It would be good for him to do it. I want more things. I don't think anything particularly says I wouldn't or I would in any particular way. And we do trust Duncan. I guess we'll go with the history. Because Duncan was obviously the man who educated us. He's been with us for a long time. We rewarded him by giving him Darren Downs. We're going to trust him. Yeah. I think Tristram would. If he's going to trust anyone, I don't think he trusts many people, he's going to trust him, of course. Maybe he also trusts his friend. Rinsford. Actually, did my son make any... No, my son has no friends or rivals when he was growing up. How are your betrothed? 12 years old. I'm still not sure she'll accept. I don't think she will. Being on your liege's council is not always easy. You have a huge amount of work that needs attention, and there's so much to do. The list seems endless. As you're about to give up, Septon Arkin steps through the door unless you want any help. As tempting as it may be, you'd be in his debt for it. I've had this a couple of times. I think I've chosen different things sometimes. I feel like the selfish and diligent we kind of could go with either one. So it depends if I want to give the chance to get depressed or not. I suppose I could use the help. Yeah, because I think it could go either way. Because we want to get the work done, and I'm selfish, so, you know, we could say with that, you know, he would like the help, because I'm selfish. It means I can do less, I guess. Your close friend has served in Lord Paramount Gunther's council for some time, his position he's well suited for. Truly, there are none better. Good job, my friend. Good job. I just wish we could get... We haven't got the claim. Duncan is not doing well with my children. What is going on here? What is going on? You need to get rid of that slothful. Whilst I'm under no obligation to give recompense for levies raised, I hereby grant those vassals of mine dedicated to the Reacher's War compensation in gold. Ooh. Well, thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. It happened. He died. What just happened? So it looks as though Tybalt the Shrewd died a natural death during the war, and so the Liddens got put into power. Deep Den. Why the Liddens? I'm not sure why. Do they have the closest claim? I can't think of anything in my head that tells me they do. But yeah, apparently, or maybe he was just the one everyone could agree upon the best. We'll imagine there was a council meeting, and people decided that he was the one most people could agree upon and not be too upset about. You know, if they put the reins or someone in charge, maybe other people would be upset. He's kind of a smaller one. People will be less upset by this. But Denny's the delicate badger. He took 29,000 men. His son, Antario Liddon. Married to a plum. How many men do we have then? Because I feel like we didn't have that many men. 30,000. Okay, so it's still about the same. 61% in our favor. I just saw these, like, sigils. But they have the hills, but it looks like the Westerns have more men. These guys I don't think are going to get there in time. Ooh, so a loss there. The Liddens have come in, and they've put a lot of men together, and they're coming in for the attack. Now, we've got less men here, but they've got low morale. More men over here, though. This is looking like the turn of the tide, actually. Yeah, because they've also got the hills there. Oh, no! They were able to do it. Okay, 65% now for Gunther. That could... What? This is just going back and forth. I have no idea who's going to win this war. Where am I? Withers. So I'm here. So I'm in this army. We're about to jump in to join them. In Greenfield, 17,000 men against 20,000 men, but we have the hills, a bit more morale. Can they pull it off? No, it looks like they just missed out. For too long, Damon Blackfire's occupied my rightful seat. I will stop at nothing to take it from him. I humbly ask you to provide me with coin. What? Brandon Blowhaven, your bastard daughter of Shira Seastar, my sister-in-law. She wants to take the Iron Throne. You know, I'm going to give her coin because she's my sister-in-law. And, you know, Tristram's probably like, I don't really care, to be honest. It's not much money. I think it could be... I think you just think it'd be shits and giggles. Fighting across the field, you see an enemy soldier cut off from the others. As you get closer, you realize the enemy soldier is Lord Paramount Denny's Liddon. He's going to run away, probably. He's a craven. And he's infirm, yeah. Seeing you charge across the field towards him, he turns and flees. Yeah. You pursue but lose track of him in the chaos. Ah, that could have been such a... I could have been the hero. Ah. That's right, coward. Run back to Casterly Rock. But it proves how scared people are of me. I am known as the Brute. And I am respected. So yeah. The High Lord of Ocean Road. What? You just took Ocean Road? How did this happen? What are you doing, Tanya of Old Oak? I'm not sure I want to betroth to you anymore. Yeah. It's not as good as I thought it was, actually. Because now that you just have that, it's kind of okay. But she'll keep the claim. Looks like we've lost that battle. I'm upset about that. When will she be the age? Almost another year. Why don't we give her some? We'll give her some time. Come on, my friend took that from underneath my nose. I thought we were friends, Wild Fawn. I mean, I guess maybe he didn't know, but still. We see 18,000 men, 13,000 men have been hit back. Chieftain of White Tree. Yeah, I guess we've got to keep an eye on the wildlings. We had so much going on down here with the war and whatnot. Completely forgot. 34% in favour of the Rivermen. No war on the Iron Throne right now. Beyond the wall, things are just being peaceful. Andrew Fankskull is just doing what he does. Sitting there. On the wall, probably. Looking down across Westeros, thinking, when is my time? The Rash. Okay, he did have a kid. Russell Rowan. Well, you know what? It just gives us more Rowans to kill. Denny's the Monstrous. Now, you're not really a very important man, but you are the Spy Master of the Reach. I'm actually going to accept this one, because he's a Spy Master of the Reach. Having a favour with the Spy Master, I think could be useful. I'm not sure how we could use that. I'm not even sure if we could. We probably can't use that in any particular way I'm thinking of. Ask your Legion of Special Claim. That'd be useful. Huh. Yeah, I guess if I got a claim for somewhere else, you could probably force them to do that. That's actually a good point. I always forget all the things added into new DLCs and stuff. I always forget the things they can do because I get so used to things that I just go with the motion. Invite to court proposal, end a plot, call to arms, ask an embargo, join your faction. Huh. Force your leader to give you council position. Ooh. That's a good point. Force them to give me a position. I don't think we can. I think maybe we need to have the... I'm assuming we might need to have this, like, you know, the want of being able to be a certain council position. That's probably what that would be. But we're going to end this part here, I think. A lot of things to think about right now. Do I change my son's marriage to someone else? I think we might. I mean, there's always Dunk. You could always marry Desmera Tall. And she is the, you know, she's 13 right now. We could marry her in just a few more months. Tall and a giant, sorry. I think we might, and we'll use my brother, the other son, for an alliance. So I feel like we're not going to get any other good kind of marriages for him that we could take advantage of. Let me just have a quick look before we end. Girl, nothing really big around here. Yeah, I think we might go for the traits. Yeah, I think because of that, because we're not going to be able to get the Ocean Road, which was the main goal, I think what we'll do instead is we'll try and match... Because obviously her other uncle, is it? Her uncle, whoever? He could try and take that back. I don't know where he is, actually. Is it this one? No, it's not him. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. So, yeah, he could try and take that from her or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I feel like we'll go with Duncan's daughter instead. But yeah, I'll have to think about that next time. But I'll see you guys then. I've been NG Paradox.